Hi, I'm Chandra Lanier with My Two Cents. Today we've been discussing non-Western religions and their acceptability in the Western world, and I have with me Mrs. LabelleDeesse Jr., voodoo priestess, and she's going to tell us about some of her voodoo rituals and also dispel some of the Hollywood myths. First, I want to ask you if you could give us a little bit of a history of the origin of voodoo and how it came about.
Voodoo has came from Africa since the 1800s. So when they took all the slaves from Africa and brought them to Haiti, so each group came with their own different background in voodoo. So once they get to Haiti, they start mixing it with the Indians that were already there and put each and every one, and it becomes what it is today.
How is it different in Haiti than it is in Brazil?
In Haiti, we serve more than 21 nations. In Brazil, they only serve one particular spirit. We can't choose which to serve. Once we're chosen, we serve all of them: Black, Hispanic, English, Latin.
I believe you were chosen to become a priestess.
Yes,
How are you chosen, and what are the steps in becoming a priestess?
I was chosen by the spirits. I'm a fourth generation priestess. So my mom is the third. So it comes from our great grandfather, then my mom, because she's the first child. So they basically picked the first kid.
How does the spirit choose who becomes a priest?
From the moment the mother conceived the child, she'll know at that moment while she's carrying the child.
A lot of people say voodoo is to harm people, but from my understanding and talking to you before, voodoo is only meant to help people.
No, voodoo is our culture, it's our tradition, it's our way of life.
Can you tell me about the voodoo doll, and is it used in the voodoo religion?
I would say it's used in New Orleans, but when it comes out, they'll find out it doesn't do anything. Even if you get the doll, you get the pens, you could do anything, you could call somebody's name, but you're not going to get anything in return, because we don't really use it in our culture as to harm people, because we don't do harm. Coming from Haiti, a lot of people went to do study there and say, yes, we turn people into zombies. But there was one person, I think it was Wade Davis, who went there to study, to find out what he was able to conceive with all of that. And it turns out that you can't make nobody turn into a zombie. But this is not the work of a voodoo priestess or a voodoo priest. It's the work of a boko.
And what is a boko?
A boko is someone who's doing more the wrong things to people, so they don't care about your well-being and they don't believe in God. They don't believe in doing the right things. So for 50 cents, $1, they're ready and willing to do anything.
And let me ask you, what are some of the rituals that you practice?
We do removal of bad luck. We also do initiation. If certain people would be sick, if the spirits are able to help them, if the sickness they have is not done by God, meaning if it's someone who's harming them, we're able to help the situation, because there's a lot of people who could be harmed that way.
I hope that everyone at home has learned just as much as I have. When we return, we're going to go back to the studio and we're going to have more discussion on non-Western religions.